Hey, hello, my name is Yamiel, and in this video, I want to share how would you know that your divorce will actually be done in mutual agreement. So before I go into the details, I want to explain that there's three different ways of getting a divorce. The easiest one is a divorce in agreement, meaning both of you sign papers, the documents are turned into the courthouse together, and it's just a matter of weeks before you get your divorce decree in the mail, if that's the process that you're doing, or in a hearing, and you'll get your final judgment and boom, you're done. Okay. The second way of getting a divorce is a divorce by summons. That means the sheriff has to be engaged. So the documents are turned in the courthouse. A summons is activated by the clerk, and then the documents are submitted to the sheriff where your spouse lives, and then the sheriff will knock on the door, give your spouse the divorce documents, and he or she will have 20 calendar days to respond to the court in writing. Okay. If he or she doesn't respond, then an additional paperwork is submitted, which is the default paperwork. And then the clerk will say, yeah, confirm he didn't reply. And then there will be a hearing, and then you'll be divorced again. Same thing. And finally, the third way of getting a divorce is the most complicated one, and it's actually the last option, is what's called a missing spouse divorce by publication. So in that divorce, meaning you don't know where your spouse is, maybe he left the country, or maybe she's living in a different state and you have no idea, or maybe that person moved and blocked you from everything and you just cannot get a hold of her. So in that case, then there's a search that has to be done, because you have to prove to the court that you in fact don't know where you find it. Um, we do have a link where we explain the database, and we have links to all the resources that you can do that yourself. And then the paperwork is filed in the courthouse, petition, the rest of the documents, and the proof that you couldn't find that person. And then the court will do what's called a notice of action in a local newspaper. And then that will run for 30 days. And then after that, you'll get a hearing, the defaults are filed, get a hearing, and you get divorced. Okay. So, Mike, I get a lot of questions on this. And it's on how do I know that my spouse will actually sign the paperwork? So our company doesn't charge if things change. So that's the number one thing, at least if you deal with us, you don't have to worry about that. We're not going to charge you extra for changing from mutual agreement to going into a summons or by publication because the person went MIA. But the most important thing is I have like three things that you can tell your spouse. And hopefully that spouse will turn the light on and say, yes, I'll be happy to sign the paperwork. Number one is let them know, if you deal with us, with our company, we do our specialties, no court hearing divorces. So you say, hey, I found a company that can help us file for divorce without either one of us having to go in front of the judge. But that's number one. Number two is all you have to do is sign documents. Well, you don't have to prepare anything. You just need to sign documents in front of a notary. And there are remote notaries available. So that's number two. And number three is I'll pay for it. If you are in a position to pay for it, I highly suggest you offer that, because a lot of times people are separated for years and do not get divorced because of the fear of how much money they're going to have to come out of pocket. And in my opinion, sometimes being free is worth better than being married with someone that you just don't want to be married with. So those are the three kind of things. Now, with that said, if there has been violence, abuse in the relationship, please do not attempt that. I not giving you legal advice. Talk to an attorney about your options. But it is, if the person has been abusive, they will continue to abuse you through the process. which means they'll say yes and then change their mind and then this and that, because there are always a lot of layers of issues with people like that. So I highly recommend, from my heart, not as a legal advice, but if you have been abused by this person, get him or her served. Let the court deal with them. You're still going to get your divorce. Yes, you're going to have a hearing, but it will be a quick hearing usually and done, and you'll be divorced. I highly, highly recommend that. Just do that. But if no abuse has occurred, and I suggest that you try to get a mutual agreement, only because it's quicker. You get the final judgment 30 to 45 days. In some courthouses, you can even get it the same day. Just try to get it in mutual agreement if it's safe and it's not detrimental to you. Okay? Put your feelings first, please. Put yourself first. The process is the process. Whatever happens, whatever you need to do, it's done. That's not a problem. But I don't want you to put yourself in danger. I don't want you to put yourself in any kind of situation that may damage your self-confidence even more. Okay? So if you have any questions about our services, our website is divorceinfloridaonline.com. And we're here to help you through the process with paperwork, and we do some mindset work to help you move forward with your life. But please remember, love yourself more than anything, and we're here to help you and assist you with the paperwork in any way we can. All right, until the next video, please subscribe for more advice, and if not, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.